Namo Adita Pha. Good morning. Thank you for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The fourth mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by unmindful speech and the inability to listen to others, I vow to cultivate loving speech and deep listening in order to bring joy and happiness to others and to relieve others of their suffering. Knowing that words can create happiness or suffering, I'm determined to speak truthfully with words that inspire self-confidence, joy, and hope. I will not spread news that I do not know to be certain, and will not criticize or condemn things of which I am not sure. I will refrain from uttering words that can cause division or discord, or that can cause a family or the community to break. I'm determined to make all efforts to reconcile and resolve all conflicts, however small. We've been reading Ajahn Sundara's Seeds of Dhamma. This morning, we're ready for her selection on delusions of ego. Sometimes people tell me their practice is not developing well, or they're losing it. Sometimes I feel they're losing interest or that they just can't do it. They ask, what can I do to improve or sustain my practice? But practice is not like becoming an athlete. Once we form the intention of becoming an athlete, we can see the development. We can see our muscles getting stronger, but we can't really witness the progress of meditation in the same way. With the Dhamma, when we're down in the pit and everything is going wrong, our teacher will tell us, stay there, you're doing very well. For much of the world, the idea of improvement is all about making one's mind happy and positive. There's nothing wrong with happiness. It's important to have confidence that we can access well-being. But what is left out are the fears that are working in the background. Fear of not being happy, fear of not being healthy, fear of not being a success in life, fear of not getting what we want, and so on. Measuring progress in practice is not easy. When we think we are progressing, we might actually be going backwards. And when we think we're going backwards, we might be progressing. But even though we may not be able to see progress in the same way as we would see our legs getting stronger, we can notice the quality of mind in different situations. We can begin to be aware of how reactive our egos are. The ego is a mass of reactivity. It is constantly bouncing around, trying to make sense of things, trying to defend itself, trying to avoid presenting the wrong image to others. The ego hates being seen in a bad light. This is why our teachers will encourage us to keep going with the practice when things seem miserable. It may be at the time when we are feeling as if we are going backwards, that we are actually penetrating most deeply into the delusions of ego. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you so much for joining me today.